Hi guys, welcome to Pretty Little Claws. My name is Lisa Graves and today I'm going to show you how to do these Rainbow Geode Blooming Gel nails. Okay, so my tips are already on, cut, shaped and blended. So I'm going to dehydrate the nail plates. And once that's dried, I'm going to go in with my base coat. So I'm going to base coat the full length of this nail, including the tip. And they can go in for a full cure. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Peach Breeze Acrygel and I'm going to be using the gel residue solution, and I've decanted some into a tapping dish already, and I'll be using the oval number 6 brush and the nail spatula. Okay, so starting with the pinky, very carefully make sure you're squeezing the tube from the bottom. If you squeeze it from the middle you might split this open. So always squeeze from the bottom. Ooh. Bubble and get a good dollop out. I'm going to add a little bit more to that just because these nails are extra long. I'm going to dip my brush into the wipe off solution and then blot off any excess. And starting up at the cuticle first, I'm just going to gently pat and press this into place. So once you're happy with the cuticle, we can then look at the side walls, making sure that you're pressing that product where you need it. And keep an eye on your apex, make sure you're not flattening that out. So I'm going to slowly start working down this nail now, working sidewall to sidewall, pressing this product all the way down the nail. If you feel the product sticking to the brush, just dip back into your wipe off solution and blot off any excess. We don't want our brush too wet while we're working with this product. So I'm just going to smooth that out now and then take off any excess with the spatula, and I normally pop that on the back of my nail just to save for the next nail. So I can now check this nail for any lumps and bumps and really spend a little bit of time just perfecting the overall thickness and shape. Okay, I'm going to get that off the back of my nail and move on to the next nail. And just repeat the same process. And I'm going to wipe off this sticky layer with the gel residue wipe off solution. And then we can get these nails filed up. Okay, so for this nail I'm going to be using Glastonbury Nights and Azure. So just on a palette or some foil, anything that you've got. Just going to pop a blob of each. Just going to marble those colours through one another like so. Don't mix them too much, otherwise they'll make one colour. So I'm using the Urban Graffiti Blooming Gel. And I'm going to cover this nail with that. And using the oval 6 brush again, I'm going to keep my brush quite flat and I'm going to scoop this polish up and then kind of drag it down the nail like this. Clean my brush off and then I'm going to come in again and I'm going to do this from the bottom now, coming up so that they meet in the middle. So I'm going to just leave that for a couple of seconds, let the blooming gel do its thing. It will start to disperse, and just keep an eye on it so that it's not flooding any cuticles or anything. So while that's finishing off, I've got some Mylar pieces here, just iridescent ones. I'm just going to pick these up and very carefully, without disturbing the the gel polish. I'm going to pop a couple along the trail that we've made. Trying to use just the small ones, nothing too big and chunky. Okay, when you're happy, that can go into the lamp for a full cure. So while that's in the lamp, I'm going to get the colours ready for my next nail. So again, I'm using Azure, and I'm going to mix this with Toxic Waste. Give them a mix through again. Back in with the blooming gel. And again, from the top, working my way down. And from the bottom, working my way up so that they connect. And if you need to add anything else in the middle, you can do. Okay, that can go into the lamp. Because we've used the Mylar pieces, they can sometimes be a little bit chunky and stick up off the gel polish. So I'm going to top coat and then buff them and top coat again, which will just give a smoother finish. So in with the top coat, and you should be able to see now that they are sticking up out of that top coat. If there are any big pieces really sticking up and out, you can just use your cuticle nippers to trim them down. So they can go in for a full cure. And just using this buffing block, I'm going to buff over now and just take away any of those little lumps and bumps. Okay, so because we've got no gel polish on the sides, it's only on the top, I have just been in and just sharpened up my edges, ready to be top coated again, because we don't want to be adding too much bulk. It can alter the shape of the finished nail. So get rid of all of that dust. I'm going to wipe over again with my gel residue wipe off solution. And back in with our Urban Graffiti top coat. I can now top coat all of this and the nail will be much smoother. So here are the finished nails. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And all the links to the products that we've used today will be in the description box below. Thanks!